Claude Code is Anthropic's agentic coding tool that operates directly in your terminal, designed to help developers turn ideas into code faster by providing AI-powered coding assistance. We already have covered this Claude Code in detail around 4 months ago, and since then we have been covering its features on and off. The tool is evolving quite rapidly. Just recently, Anthropic has announced yet another feature, hooks, which we are going to install in this video, and I will be showing you some real world examples. One of the reasons why I'm covering especially this feature is because I believe this feature should be the standard for any coding assistant out there. So what exactly is this hooks feature? Hooks are simply some customizable scripts which you create, and these commands or scripts run automatically when certain events happen in Claude Code. Think of them as event listeners that execute your own scripts whenever you want. So it means they give you very powerful control over your agentic code, which I think again should be the gold standard for all agentic software. Anyway, I think this is one of those concepts which is better explained by showing. So let me take you to my terminal where I am running this Ubuntu. First up, let me create and install this Claude Code. For that, there is only one prerequisite which you need to have, which is Node and npm installed. I have this recent version of Node and npm installed. If you don't know how to get it installed, just search my channel. In order to install this Claude Code, just run this npm command. This installs very quickly to your local system. That is also done. Okay, next up, Claude Code is installed. Let's also check its latest version. There you go. So 1.0.51 is the version which supports the hooks. Right. Okay, next up, simply run Claude from your wherever in your system. It is going to tell you that okay, you want to proceed, just say yes, and then our Claude Code is all initialized and running. If you want to change the theme, you can simply press theme and then select whatever theme you would like. Right now it is dark mode. If you want to go light, you can select, but I'm just going to stay with this. If you want to go back, just keep pressing escape. And I'm just pressing Ctrl C here just to get out of here. Now first time when you run it, it is also going to create this dot Claude directory in your home directory, as you can see here. And there is not much there. These are my previous projects which are present here. Now I'm going to create a new directory which I would call hooks. You can create this directory anywhere you like. And now let me show you how to create your first hook. So the hook or customizable script which I'm going to create will do a very simple thing. Whenever I would ask Claude Code to do a task, it is going to print hello world. So that is a hook I'm going to run. So before it will run my command in Claude Code, it is going to print the hello world. That is all it is doing. For that, let's first create a very simple shell script in this hooks directory. I'm just calling it hello.sh. Let's open it in any editor of your choice. I am going to go with this VI editor, and I'm going to simply paste these simple shell commands which are printing hello from hook on my screen. Let me save it, and we have now saved this hello.sh. And let's make this file executable so that we would be able to run it. So our hook is hook file is created or script is created. Let's configure this hook in Claude Code. For that, simply launch this Claude. Maybe what I will do, instead of running it here, because it is complaining about that I'm running it in my home directory, so I'm just going to clear it. And you can just go to any directory of your choice. I'm just going to go into this one. It's an empty directory, doesn't really matter, but just for the sake of simplicity, I'll say yes, I trust these. Press enter, press /hooks, press enter, and then you see that these are the events I was talking about. So if you look here in this select event section, you can run it before you run any command with Claude Code. So pre-tool use, After post tool, you can simply use it for notification. You can stop the running of a Claude with this event, or you could just use it with any sub agent, which primarily the tool call with the task. So I'm just going to go with pre-tool use first. So press enter, and I'm going up and down with my arrow key on the keyboard. Then we need to add a matcher, so simply press enter here. So it primarily is asking you that what is your tool matcher. Now you can simply say write, that whenever you do a write stuff, so write will be the most common one, and I have just pressed enter, and now it is asking me what hook I want. So press enter here. I'll just go up. There you go. So now this is where we need to give the path to our script, the hello.sh, the complete path. And from there, just simply press enter. If you want to set it project user, up to you. So I'm just going to go with the user setting. And you see that our hook is now added, the second one. So I'm just going to, press escape there because our hook is already added. Again, go back because we already have created our hook, and our hook is now added here. Let's try to test it out. So I'll just say create a text file, hello.txt, and then press enter. Okay, so it is saying that invalid API key, which means that I would need to log into my Anthropic account. Just press login here and then press enter. I have a paid account with Anthropic, so I'm just going to press enter, and then it is going to open the browser for me. Let's wait. And in the browser, simply click on authorize, and now I will be authorized there. Let's go back to my terminal, and there you go. So I am now logged in. So let's check it out again. I'm just going to check if my hook is still there. Should be. Yep, so hopefully it will be there. So I'll just press escape there. It couldn't see the hooks, very strange. Anyway, I'll test it. Hooks and pre-tool use. Yep, there is one tool. Yep, it's already there, so that's good. I'm just going to go back. I'll press Ctrl C again because I have recently logged in. I'll rerun this. Okay, now let's see if it is able to do my hook automatically, or do I have to select it. So it is processing, ideating. Let's wait for it. Okay, so it has completed running my prompt that create a test file. It is asking me whether to create that test file or not, but we don't see any hooks running there, right? The thing is, this is the default mode. If you want to see if your hook was run or not, just press Ctrl plus capital R here. As soon as you do that, the hooks use is only visible in transcription mode. You see, it has completed running my hook here. So hello from hook. So even before it ran that command or event, it has given us this hello from hook. So you can do a lot of things before it. You can clean up a lot of stuff, you can notify and all that thing. So if you press Ctrl R again, it will go back here, and then you can just keep running whatever you were running there, and just press enter, and it is going to run it for you. So this is how you use the hooks. And you can see that it has created that test.js very quickly. Okay, now let me show you another real world example. In this one, what we are going to do, we are going to create a hook which will use multiple events, plus it is going to auto format the Python files with a utility black whenever Claude creates or edits them. So if you haven't already, just do pip install black, and it is going to install this black utility in your local system. I have this, I'll just show you. It's a simple test script. It is test.py, simple Python file, which I will be formatting with the black, but with the hook. So for the hook, what I have done in the hooks directory, which I showed you earlier, I have created this script, which is a simple shell script that calls the black utility on an input file. In this case, I will tell it to use on test.py. So let me take you back to my terminal. I'm just going to run Claude Code here. Let's go with the hooks, and these are our hooks. I'm just going to use it. Maybe let's use it with post tool, so that once a file is created, then we will be using it. I want to use a new matcher. Now the cool thing is that you can have multiple matchers. That, like, for example, I want to use it with write, I want to use it with edit, I want to use it with multi-edit, you know, whatever your use case is. Let's press enter. Now I want to add a new hook. In this case, I'll just go up because it is just a TUI. This is where I want to give it the whole path to my file. Hopefully I'm going to pick up the right path. So I'm just going to paste it here. And there you go. So I pasted it. Let's press enter. Let's put it in the user setting. And our post tool use is done. I think this is where they could improve a bit, where they will show us that it is now configured anyway. So I'm just going to go back. I'm pressing escape here, and you see that now this thing is now added. So for instance, if I just say that edit the test.py file and add a new function, so, and I'm in the current working directory. Let's wait for it. It is running. So I'm just going to approve it by just clicking on yes, and I also just press the Control R. You see our post tool is running, and it is showing that it not only edited the file, but also it has completed successfully. And this is what it looks like in the VS Code after all the formatting. How good is that? Really, really good stuff. And now let's check out another example, which is quite useful. So you see that I have created another hook which primarily blocks all the dangerous commands in the system, like rm-rf, sudo rm, and all that stuff. And this you could run as a pre-check so that no one is able to do anything malicious, or it could be tailored to your own use case. I already have created this file as a safety card and put it in the hooks directory. So let me run that Claude again. It is running. Let's go to hooks, select the hook, and then, as you might have already guessed, we need to use a pre-tool because this will be a pre-tool here. So I'm just going to select the pre-tool, and then let's add a new matcher. For the matcher, because it's a shell script, let's go with the bash, and which is for shell. Now let's add a new hook, which primarily is our shell script here. So I'm just going to paste. Let's press enter, and you can see that this is an event before tool execution. This is a matcher, and it has been running. So I'm just going to save it as a user setting, and then it is all set. Okay, so let's press escape. Okay, now let's test it out. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to run this command, that run the command rm-rf temp test in the system. And as soon as I have run it, you see it says that your hooks configuration blocked this command because this is considered dangerous. Isn't it amazing? So if you find it useful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share it as it helps a lot. Thank you for all the support.